Hello from the top of a trail. I just did a little hikey poo, and again, I got no plans, no script, just feelings and inspiration, and I want to make a video. Hopefully I can finish this before anyone gets up here to overhear me, because I like my privacy when I'm filming. But I wanted to tell a quick story about trusting yourself and truly living at your own pace and living in alignment and discovering what that is in a world that is so noisy. And I mean, symbolically, I'm just standing on this high point overlooking a whole kind of valley, and I hear traffic noise below, and I hear birds above, and I see power lines. And so I'm on a road trip right now. I'm literally driving 3,000 miles across the country, and I am following my intuition and looking for my home and belonging, my ideal environment, which is absolutely a thing. I think that, different people are different, and I am a type of person who is very, very, very heavily impacted by their environment. And for example, I become crippled in city environments, but I flourish in clean, crisp, wild environments. I need expansive views. I need rugged nature. And so I'm traveling solo right now, and I just left a lot behind in my life and have been in a season of pretty much isolation for about 5 or 6 months now, meaning I don't have any close-knit community or friends or anything. I have left my pretty much entire old life behind, my familiar environment and all of that stuff. And it's really, really hard sometimes. I have moments where I feel so depressed and heavy, and so I cry and I have my moments, and then I continue on my day, and I do things like hike, because that's what I love. And so I pulled up at this hotel in this new city, in this new state, and I found out that there was a special annual, super whimsical, silly, festival thing going on, and I don't want to give my location away on YouTube, so I'm not going to specify what it is, but it's the silliest, most whimsical, weirdest little community festival thing. And I was like, I can't believe I'm here randomly because I wanted to be here, and this is happening on the same day. So the festival is broken up into 2 days. The first day is kind of like a pre-judgment day kind of thing. There's teams, and they all have costumes and themes, and it's really silly, and it's the energy is kind of quirky and silly and loud and chaotic, and the loud parts I'm not a fan of, and the performative, stuff, I'm not into that. But I am interested in the experience tomorrow, which is going to be the actual day of the, witnessing the main event. I think I'm going to actually enjoy that. So I had a moment today where I was really battling in my head with what is the right decision. Where should I go? And I am super sensitive and really emotional and easily influenced by external factors. I shouldn't say easily influenced, because I pretty much do what I know is right for me, even if it goes against the grain outside. But I am sensitive to sensitive to external influences, I should say. So I was having a moment where I was battling with the decision to go explore this place. I am at a national park, and to go to the festival portion today, to this portion of the festival today. And I was kind of processing it, and I recognized that I was actually afraid of missing out, and that's the reason that I would have gone, but I realized that that's not a valid enough reason to want to go do something. And just because something is happening and it's close by and it seems cool, or it seems like it would win you some kind of badge or recognition or experience, or, you know, however you want to put it. Sorry, I'm not really finding the words, but it's like there are certain things that doing them would seem cool, or you kind of see, oh, this thing's happening, and you have this idea in your head where, you know, if I don't go see it, I'm going to miss out, I'm going to miss something. And that generates anxiety and a disconnection from the present moment, and disconnection from this sense of steady, rhythmic, attuned living and navigating life. And the more I reflected on this, the more I felt content with my choice to continue with my hike and do, you know, exploration in the way that I want to do. And I was able to kind of let go of this kind of pressure that I took on of this very cool thing that's once a year that happens to be in this place that I didn't even plan on, you know, seeing or coming to. And just the fact that it aligned was, you know, it almost tricked my mind into thinking, with, you know, was this a sign that I'm supposed to be at this place? But I think that I don't want to navigate or make decisions based off of the fear of missing out on something. I would rather be content exactly where I am. And I would rather be at peace. And I am no longer in a place in my life where I feel like I need to chase these things that are never going to happen again, or, you know, because I might not be here again. And sure, that's a valid reason to do something if you feel like good about it, or if it's, you know, lines up with your values for some reason. Excuse me, sir, a little weevil. But yeah, if it lines up with your values and you feel good about it, then I think that that's, you know, good enough reason to go. And I mean, even in my family, there's a saying, it goes, be a yes person. And I don't think that's applicable all the time. Because I don't think it's appropriate to say yes to everything all the time, you know? So this is just my reminder to you that it's okay to prioritize your comfort, to prioritize your ease. Like, you don't have to chase. You don't need to chase. I don't mean to prescribe or tell you what to do, but I feel like I don't need to chase things to enjoy my life. I think I can enjoy my life how I want to, and in ways that feel natural and easy, and I don't need to force doing something just because it seems cool, or because maybe everybody else wants to do it. I have my little comforts in life. I have my things that I enjoy, and that can totally be good enough. And I think part of this lesson or moment for me is, you know, trusting myself, especially when I'm in the middle of a very uncertain time such as this, when I'm traveling and looking for my new permanent home, or a long-term home at least. And there was something else I was going to say. I also think it's tricky to trust. One of the things that's been coming up for me is, as I'm traveling and making decisions on what park to go to, what trail to hike, what events to do, you know, this and that. And really this just applies to decisions in general. There are times, especially when I'm in hubs where there's a lot going on, a lot more than in a smaller town or in a more like specific niche kind of area, that I can fall, my thinking can fall into a trap of anxiety and missing out and tension, and, you know, because I see all these shiny things around me and they distract me from what's important, which is being in tune with myself and being aligned. And another thing that's tricky for me is that I don't have a lot of things, you know, that I'm tied to externally. I don't have important relationships right now. I don't have a partnership. I don't have a community. I don't have a space that I need to maintain or run or tend to. I'm not responsible for other people at the moment. You know, I'm in a transition is what I mean to say. And so in this space specifically, it has been challenging. There's been a lot of emotional ups and downs when it comes to having faith in the direction that I'm going in. It's a beautiful bird. I don't know what he is. Can you see him? Do you see him? But yeah, having faith and trusting in the direction that I'm going in and what I'm actually deciding to do, because I don't have people outside of me to reflect back the value in this thing or this thing or this thing. It's like I'm all on my own in that sense. And it's not easy because I've been alone like that for months. It's really, really intense and tough. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video to encourage you to listen to yourself and remind you that it's okay. It's okay not to know where you're going. It's okay to decide what you think is best for you in the moment. And I do believe that, you know, you're gonna find something, whether or not it's what you have been expecting or hoping for, when you get to the other side, when you come out of this transitory space and you land someplace. You're in the unknown now, so who knows what's going to come next, but you will arrive somewhere, and no matter what, you're going to have even more clarity and a truer sense of where your compass is pointing towards the more you continue on. So it's okay to walk forward in the dark, even if you come out far away from where you intended to be. At least you learned from that. At least you got a better idea, a better sense of where to go and how to navigate. So I hope this finds you well. Enjoy life, and I'll see you next time.